What is going on, YouTube? It is CWGaming, bringing you another episode of the Philadelphia Phillies franchise, and we are back in the month of April, just after the New York Mets series. After the last episode, we went ahead and simmed just a little bit of April. We simmed the first series of April, which is Miami, and we ended up winning the first game 5-3. Carlos Santana had 2 RBIs, and Nick Williams had 2 RBIs, so pretty good production from them. Nick Williams is starting to impress me a little bit, as Aaron Nola had 4 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched. So the second game of the series against the Miami Marlins, we win this one as well, 5-2. Hoskins had 3 RBIs, Kingery had 2, Santana had 2. So production from our top of the lineup, yet again. Hoskins is impressing me early on in the season. Velasquez gets the bump, 6 innings pitched. He pitched a pretty good game. And in the last game of the series, we ended up losing this, but we still took the series for Miami. Hernandez had 3 RBIs. He was our only runs of the game. And pitching-wise, Eckhoff, 6 innings pitched on 5 strikeouts. We will see Eckhoff later in this episode, as he had a pretty good game, and we're going to sim a little bit. We lost the first game against Cincinnati, but then we have a critical situation, top of the ninth with 1 out for our closer, Hector Neris. He's going to come in and try and close this ball game out, and he gets a strikeout and leaves the game to Billy Hamilton, who takes a low fastball, 0-1, a base hit would tie the game, and we certainly don't want Hamilton's speed on the base path. That's not going to happen. Neris strikes out Billy Hamilton and gets the win for the series tie against Cincinnati. So a big key in this episode is our offense. I have never seen a team like this with hitters that can crush the ball. We still have a long way to go, but our hitters are hitting the ball pretty well. And we will see that in the first game of the series against Pittsburgh, as we are crushing through April, hoping to finish April through this episode. So the first game of this episode, first full game, and the first game of this series against the Pittsburgh Pirates will be led by Blake Lively. He's our starting pitcher today. We hope to see something good out of him. Ben Lively, 3 starts from him, 2-1 record, a 3.06 ERA. He's done pretty well, but he's going to lead this off against Josh Harrison. So a dangerous lineup from the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Harrison pops the ball up and will be the first out of the inning. Adam Frazier comes up, the second guy. He takes a high strikeout, and Sterling Marte will come finish the top of the first, but not quite. Marte's leading. He is 5th in batting average in the National League, and that is why. And Corey Dickerson comes up with a 1-0 count. He hits a ball in the outfield, and the Pirates have something cooking. In the speedy Harrison goes to third base, as Josh Bell comes up with 2 home runs on the season. A ball gets away from a Floro, and the speedy Harrison is in the score. So a little trouble from our defense already, as Lively gives up a big hit into the outfield, but the ball will be caught by Nick Williams. So our offense has a little catching up to do against Ivan Nova, the ex-Yankee. He has a 2.7 ERA, so he looks to be a tough outing today against our offense. But like I said earlier, we're having a good offensive showing this season. Leading the charge is Scott Kingery, and we decided to throw him in the leadoff position. He's struggling a little bit, and we thought maybe that would boost his confidence let him lead the game off. And he's working a pretty good count, a 2-0 count. And I really hope we can get some production out of him. He's going to need a little bit more development, but I really feel like he will be a key component later in the season and in his career as a Philly. So he does take a walk, and that's exactly what we want. There is a pitch out, and a bad throw will let Kingery steal a base. And that's exactly why we want him leading off, as a ball goes straight off Nova's back. And Rhys Hoskins gets on first base, and Carlos Santana comes up. And these guys have proven to be a dynamic duo. As you see here, Rhys gets on base, and Santana drives him in with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the first inning. These guys in the top of the inning, these guys in the top of the lineup are really showing me that they're good hitters. They really can hit the ball really well, and Santana hits a 3-run shot in the bottom of the first inning. So Ben Lively gives up a base hit in the top of the second. He comes back to a strikeout to Francisco Cervelli, and then a pop-up to end the second. So Ben Lively works out of a jam there, trying to redeem himself from the first inning, but he seems to settle in a little bit in the third inning. He gets the first out, and then here with a 0-0 count, a ball just past the glove of J.P. Crawford, and base runner's on. So you've had a base runner in every inning so far, but he does work back to a double play, inning over. So Ben Lively settled down a little bit into the fourth, runners on, in a high strike to Kane. And then here we go, inning-ending ground ball to Franco. So Ben Lively is showing me that he can work out of jams, settle into a baseball game, and throw good innings, as he has a nice curveball I've noticed. As you see there, and as you see there against Harrison, we will get him out on the third strike. So our offense slowed down from the first inning, and in the sixth inning, Ben Lively runs into some trouble, a nice base hit to lead off the inning right there. And then here, after a nice out, Ben Lively steps back up and gives up another hit down the left field line. 61 speed coming around. Ball takes a weird hop off of the wall. We're going to try for the play at the plate, and it's just not in time. So the Pirates battle back to 2-3. Josh Bell makes a nice hit. Hoskins comes up and throws to second. Notice we weren't going to get the play at the plate. Tried to get Bell at second, and he's just barely in. So the game is tied, and Cervelli pops up to Nick Williams to get out of the sixth. But our offense does need to bail us out once again. It's a tie ball game. In the bottom of the sixth, Franco is up with a full count, and he takes a ball into the deep outfield. Is this exactly what we needed? But it is not quite enough. Caught on the warning track for the out number 1. Hoskins, can he be the one? And a ground ball almost hits Nova again, just like he did in the first inning. Santana up now. We know what he can do. But this ball, is this ball going to do it again? Same spot he hit it in first time. Deepest part of the park, is not going to get out. But the 2-out rally has begun with Carlos Santana. Hits a shot off of the wall in the outfield, and we have something going. Nick Williams is 1 for 2 on the day. He's our right fielder, and I really feel like Nick Williams is proving something to me as he takes a ball into right field. It is not enough to score a run, but I am keeping my eye on Williams. He is proving to me that he can hit the ball. And speaking of hitting the ball, in the bottom of the 8th, our last chance to score, Rhys Hoskins comes up, and he is our biggest threat right now. He's working the count a little bit. And a ball up in the zone. Rhys Hoskins takes this one deep. We are flirting with the deepest part of the park, and Hoskins has enough to take this one out of the ballpark. Hoskins' first home run of the game. He is just absolutely seeing the ball right now. I am so excited to see what Rhys Hoskins can do the rest of the season. It is crazy how I've never heard of this guy, but now he comes in crushing the ball. Carlos Santana is 2 for 3 with a home run. Can we go back to back? That we might just do. Santana takes a ball deep into the outfield. The outfielders stop. Watch the ball just barely go off the wall into almost a home run. And Santana comes up with a double. Nick Williams, like I said earlier, he's impressing me a little bit. Just like that swing, a nice, easy base hit. Santana's going to come around to score. And we go up 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Franco comes up, hits a base hit up the middle. We're going to hold the runners at second. And we're not done yet. We need some insurance because our bullpen has not been, the strongest this season. And our catcher, Floro, gets in on it. A double out to the right center gap. A run scores. And the ball game is 6-3. Edgar Santana comes on now to stop the bleeding. But J.P. Crawford is struggling as well. 2 strikes in a row, an 0-2 count. J.P. Crawford takes a ball into the outfield. Is this Crawford's first home run? And it is. J.P. Crawford hit his first home run of the season, and as you see there, his first major league home run. J.P. Crawford, I hope that can boost his confidence. He's been struggling as well. The lack of experience is getting to him, and maybe things are looking up for Crawford. He hits his first home run of his career to put the Phillies up 9-3 in the 8th. Tommy Hunter has been pitching for a few innings. He gives up a run in the 9th. But our offense bails us out as Hunter gets the last out of the inning. And that will be the ball game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we take the first game. Our offense is absolutely crushing the baseball. 9 runs here in the first game. And we're excited to see exactly what they're going to do for the rest of this series. We get back into the main menu here. Philadelphia's 12-10, and we simmed the rest of the series, and we win 14-4 the second game. We absolutely crushed the ball. Hoskins hit 4 RBIs. Herrera hit 4 RBIs. Even J.P. Crawford got in on it. And our pitching did pretty well too. Pivetta, 5.2 innings and 6 strikeouts. He gets the win. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then I see a 1-0 win from Philadelphia in the third game of the series. A low-scoring pitcher's duel here. And Hernandez got the game-only RBI with Nick Williams scoring the run. So like I said in the last game, offense bailing us out a little bit. As Hernandez comes alive with his bat, hits an RBI single, gets a 1-0 victory for the Philadelphia Phillies. That would not be possible without Aaron Nola's 13 strikeouts. We had a combined no-hitter in this game. Aaron Nola picks his first win of the season, pitching 7 innings. Neris comes in for the save, pitching 1 inning, and Neshek comes in with an inning pitched. With a combined no-hitter. Not a combined no-hitter, a combined shutout. But the last game of this series, we lost 5-9. We had pretty good offensive production, 12 hits, 5 runs, but it was not enough to get past the Pittsburgh Pirates. They were ready for us in this game. As you see there, Altair, our right fielder, filling in for Nick Williams, had 2 RBIs. And Altair I have my eye on him too. He's hitting the ball pretty well, making some good plays out in the outfield. And the story of this game looks like Curtis, who picks up the loss. The game was tied when Curtis came in. He gave up 3 earned runs to lead the Pittsburgh Pirates to a win. But nothing against Curtis. Curtis is our only left-handed pitcher in the bullpen. And he's just not ready for the MLB at the moment. So when the draft comes up in the next episode or two, we will be looking out for that. Left-handed pitchers. And the last game that we will play in April is against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we look to increase our record. We are just above 500, sitting second in the NL East, just behind the Washington Nationals. So like I said earlier, Jared Eckhoff will be our starting pitcher. We will see him in this game, a 3.9 ERA. We hope to alleviate that, let him get some good innings in, see what he's all about. I have not seen him very much this season, but Jared Dyson, the speedy Arizona Diamondback, leads the game off. A ground ball to third base, and he almost beats this one out. But David Peralta comes up to face Eckhoff, the second batter in this game. He takes a foul ball, and I'm excited to see Eckhoff's changeup. I've seen his changeup before. It looks to be pretty good. It's the last pitch in his arsenal, and I'm ready to see how he can do that. Paul Goldschmidt comes up, the dangerous first baseman, with a 3-1 count. We pitched him around a little bit, but he takes that one straight to the second baseman for a line out. So I like to see that production out of Eckhoff. And speaking of production, leads the National League in batting average. That is Rhys Hoskins with a full count, and he's going to take a walk. Hoskins has proven to me he has some pretty good plate vision, and he's just an all-around jack of all trades. And speaking of that, Carlos Santana, part of the dynamic duo with Rhys Hoskins, comes up with a 1-2 count. And look at that take from Carlos Santana. That sets up this right here, a deep ball into the outfield, gets down just before the wall. Hoskins has some pretty weak speed, but we're going to send him home anyways. And guess what? He slides in for our first run of the game. This is what I'm talking about. Carlos Santana and Rhys Hoskins. One gets on, the other one drives him in. Hernandez, we haven't really seen much from him this year. He's kind of struggling, but he does get a nice base hit there. And Odubel Herrera, batting .294, comes up. The steal is on. That's what I miss from Hernandez being our leadoff, is speed. And he does steal the base for Herrera. And I'm glad he did, because Herrera takes a ball right to the second baseman in the gap, and he does beat this out. If Hernandez did not steal that base, it might have would have been an out, if not a double play. So heads up base running there. Rhys Hoskins comes up, a walk and a run in the bottom of the third. He takes a drive to the outfield. We're going to hold the runners. I'm not sure if that one's going to get down, but it just scrapes the wall. We're going to send Herrera to third, and he is going to be called safe. No way did that look safe to me, but he slid just under the tag. Santana up, doing what the duo does best. What a home run from Carlos Santana. A 3-run shot, Santana's 6th home run on the season already, as we take a 5-0 lead just in the bottom of the third inning against the Arizona Diamondbacks at home. I'm really shocked the way our offense is performing early in the season. I've never seen a team do this, but Aaron Altair comes in as we hope to keep that going with a 3-2 count. I haven't really seen much from Altair. He's filling in for Nick Williams, and he gets in on the hit parade. A nice ball into the outfield. Decent speed from him will lead him to a double. J.P. Crawford comes in now. He wants some as well. We're going to send Altair home and send Crawford back to first, and he's safe. So Crawford gets another RBI. He's starting to wake up a little bit, and that's all we would get that inning. So 6-4 in the fourth. Pollock comes up to the plate. Eckhoff pitching pretty well, but that changeup was not thrown right. I was excited to see how that changeup could do. I know it's a pretty good pitch from him, but he left it right in A.J. Pollock's wheelhouse. So 6-1 goes Arizona, and they're not out of it yet. as A.J. Pollock crushes a home run. Eichhoff pitched pretty well. He got out of some jams later in this game, but stamina did lead him to be pulled, as he just could not get it done in the seventh. Rosenthal comes in, and he leaves a ball right over the plate for the pitch hitter, Marte. So Diamondbacks are fighting around us right now. Rosenthal trying to battle back after that home run, but it's not looking good for him. A base hit right after the home run. He is trying to find it. He just can't find it. Rosenthal just does not have it today, and that leaves it to Paul Goldschmidt. He strikes out. I was really surprised about that. Rosenthal got him to strike out, but Pollock comes back up and he walks. So Alex Avila comes up, bases loaded. This is a chance for them to get right back into this game, but a strikeout, and Rosenthal gets back into the inning. And after this, we decided to sim a little bit. Aflaro hits a home run, and just again, our offense is absolutely crushing it. As Herrera hits a 2-run home run, we decided to sim just to save a little time. Our offense proves once again that they can bail us out of baseball games, and we win the game 9-2. So all around, we win every game this episode. We're battling around, sitting in second place, and I'm excited to see where this ball club takes us, where this offense takes us. Hope to see you in the next episode, where we will feature some minor league prospects and maybe even the draft. So thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.